Hello. Hello, hoy. How are you doing? Are you well? I hope you're well. I am looking forward to this stream, if I'm honest. Not that I don't look forward to streaming anyway, but it's an idea which I don't know why I didn't think of doing it sooner, because it's something I've enjoyed doing on my own anyway. And it's something which could still be entertaining as a stream, because it's very dynamic and interesting. I will leave soon after start, not gonna lie. Okay. Well, I appreciate you popping by at the very start anyway to say hi, hoy. Yeah, so as you can see by the title, today we're playing a Quantum Leap game, which I'll explain in a second, with Rajas of Asia, which I will also explain in a second. I have to wake up at 5:30, so that's why. Oh, jeez, that's rough. Understandable then. 5:30 is very early. I'll be totally honest, I'm still enjoying the sort of like lazy phase since finishing uni. Like I'm riding on the bit of money which I've still got left over, and I'm just enjoying a couple of months off before I fully get back into the swing of anything productive. That's partially why I've been able to stream so much and for so long, honestly. So hopefully when that does eventually change, then hopefully it doesn't affect my streaming too much, because I am enjoying it. It's good to do. A bit of money? Yeah, a bit of money. Enough to like get my shopping and, you know, get me by for a little while. Just because I was like really tight with my money while I was at uni, so I've just got a bit left over, which is fine. Probably not the wisest thing to just take a couple months off. I probably would be better to just get straight into a job rather than what I'm doing now, but I want a break. Call me lazy. I am lazy. I'll admit that. I'll be the first to admit that. Get your 5-minute ramen or something? Nah, though. Right. Okay, so funny you say that, because I never eat, like, ready noodles or, like, ramen or anything like that. Yet, yesterday, literally yesterday, for my dinner, I had that. I had, like, 5-minute ramen, what you cook in a, like, pan with boiling water. Just, it's the first time I've had it in years, so it's funny that you do say that. But yeah, I'm going to switch over to the game screen now and enable desktop audio and put some music on. Ooh, this is interesting music. So this music comes with a mod, I'm guessing, because I've never heard it before. So allow me to explain what the title actually means, like I said I would. So the first part, Quantum Leap, that is a name taken and inspired by Arumba, if you know him. He used to play a lot of Paradox games, still plays a few strategy games. In fact, I think he's live right now playing EU4. Basically, a few years ago, he did a couple of series on YouTube, which he called Quantum Leap, and the concept was, in Crusader Kings, he would play a character, just a random character, play it fully until they died, and as soon as they died, he would switch over to an entirely new random character. And I think that's a really cool idea for a game, because it can mean you are playing as one character, you give it all, you build up a decent empire, and then a second later, you're playing as the enemy of that empire, trying to tear it down. So it's a fun little challenge. I think I'm going to turn down the music a little bit more, because it feels somewhat loud. I don't know about you. Country Roulette? Yeah, that's basically what it is. And you can do this in other Paradox games as well, so I have done it in Crusader Kings and EU4 before. In EU4, it's very much the same. It's just a little bit harder, and it's more up to you when you decide to switch tag. Because in Crusader Kings, you very easily just do it when your character dies. In EU4, it's a bit more flexible. I tend to do it when your actual ruler dies, or if you're playing as a republic when they lose an election, I guess. Because that's the closest way. Or sometimes you might want to just do it by a fixed year thing. I think there's actually a mod someone made for EU4 where it does it automatically for you. And you can set it to do it in yearly increments. And then it will just it'll sort everything out for you. The event will pop up after like 10 years saying it's time to switch, and then you even get an option to extend it if you're really attached to your current country. But yeah, it's cool. So that's the first half of the title explained, Quantum Leap. The second half, Rajas of Asia. If you're not familiar, that is another mod for CK3, I don't know why I said another, because Quantum Leap isn't a mod for CK3. But yeah, Rajas of Asia is a mod for CK3 which adds the rest of Asia to the map. So if I just go into a new game, you can see straight away it's wanting me to choose from Indochina here. But if we go into the full map, you'll be able to see that we have all of East Asia. So the map doesn't just end at like Burma and the very edge of Mongolia. It goes all the way, includes China. There we go, yeah, it has China, Indochina, Indonesia. A lot more stuff going on. By the looks of things, they haven't yet added Korea and Japan. They're probably planning on doing it, it's just they haven't done it yet. But I'll be honest with you, this is going to be my first time ever playing with this mod. I've never played with Rajas of Asia. It looks good though, it looks decent quality. It's got a lot of detail and stuff. That's what I was looking at then, all the different provinces, getting a sense. And I think they've got the scale pretty much exact to how it is in vanilla. Play as Weibo. Weibo? Where is Weibo? I won't be playing as Weibo, wherever they are. I will be doing a random character, clicking this button. It's happening again. I assume you mean the horrible lag issue. Let me have a look at this. I'll move around the map a bit and... Oh, it lagged then because I was zooming in. Okay, so there was the lag which I just acknowledged. Like, that was on my end as well. Moving around the map here, let me have a look, tabbing out. I think it is happening slightly, isn't it? No, I'm not sure it actually is, Holly. I think it is my end. Like, I think it's just my end loading in the map because it is a bigger map and I'm zooming in, so my computer is loading it in and you're seeing that. Actually, no, when I just tabbed out then, that was a bit laggy when I didn't have it. Ooh, a little bit of stuttering, maybe? Yeah, I think it's more or less okay. It isn't as bad as last time, because it's pretty much what I'm seeing as well, so when it does lag, that is just me zooming in on the map and it loading for the first time. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. Pain. Yes, pain. So, first things first, I'm going to set the game rules. I'm just going to do my normal loadout, I guess you can call it, which is aptly titled Good. Very bog standard rule set. I don't know if there's any new ones. Cow 2? What is Cow 2? I don't know what Cow 2 is. FMR? I don't know what FMR is. Further midpoint rebalance? I guess these are all sub-mods within Raja of Asia. Because I think Raja of Asia is actually a compilation mod, because the original one was Rajas of Indochina. And then they like merged with a bunch of other stuff, so I guess that's what Cow 2 and FMR are. European tradeways? Well, wide trade routes that travel across Europe region. Okay, that seems cool. I don't know what that actually entails. We'll have to see. Trans-Saharan. Yep, alright. Further, Sinful Clergy. To deselect this rule, deactivate the Less Sinful Priest Scandals mod in the Paradox Launcher. We don't have that mod. I'm just going to assume it's fine because we can't actually change these settings. Silk Road? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's what that is. Or maybe not, because it specifically says European and in the Europe region. And then there is also Trans-Saharan here. Wide region exists in the game. Okay, whatever that means. Each trade route has trade value. Belonging county receives tax bonus. It increases as trade value increases. Occupation and raid blocks trade route, and neighbouring county will be blocked together. Blocked trade routes will decrease trade value. It sounds like it's pretty much the same as the CK2 trade route system, from what I understand from that. Holding conversion. Rulers are allowed to convert existing holdings to metropolis. Metropolises are by far the wealthiest holding type, favouring both taxes and levies. They are usually associated with empires and are thus very rare. They can be as heavily fortified as any castle. I think default, maybe. I think I'd probably best leave all the modded stuff at default, because I don't know what I'm doing with it. Also, I just want to take this random moment to thank Luby26 for following. Randomly followed me while I was offline. Shout out to Luby26. Thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. I don't know why I inserted that there. It's just I looked at my phone and I saw the activity feed and it reminded me. I was going to do that anyway. Yeah, let's leave everything else default. I don't know how the Mongol invasion works, if it works any differently in this mod, because obviously I have all of Mongolia now. It doesn't just spawn a random county at the edge of the map. I'll leave it at default. Hungarian migration, yeah, whatever. Everything's fine on default. And then I guess the first character we get, we will play as. I'm not going to re-roll a few times and just try and get, like, a king or anything like that, because that defeats the purpose. I am open to playing a truly random character, no matter how old, no matter how young. Rich, poor, whatever culture, I'm going to try it. How was prison? Yes, I was sent to prison. No, I wasn't sent to prison. Prison Architect was fine. It was fun. We didn't accomplish as much as I might have hoped that stream. I did start progress on Massive Expansion, which I hope to completely revitalize the prison and stop all the problems I had. However, it didn't work. We had a lot of deaths, a lot of escapes still, but at least it looks prettier. Oh, trade route map mode. Tributary map mode. Oh, new map modes. Oh, we'll have to look at these when we're in the game. Now, I can't help but notice, maybe it's just me, but Byzantium here looks a little bit squished. Like, vertically, I think... This isn't the vanilla map, is it? Is it? It's really hard to tell, but I think this is a slightly different map projection, which would make sense if they're accommodating all of this as well. But it does look slightly off, somewhat different. Some parts of the map look fine, but I think it is just a little bit squished. I mean, zoomed in, it looks perfectly fine, completely normal. Maybe. This isn't the vanilla map. Yes, mate, you're playing a mod. Right, no, that's not what I meant. I mean, I would have thought this part of the map they just, like, added on to the side of the existing one. Or actually, no, it's, like, here, isn't it? So I thought they just, stuck that on the side, but I think they might have actually edited the entire vanilla map as well. I'm not sure. Everything does look slightly squished vertically. Frankia looks pretty normal. Maybe I am just imagining things. Anyway, that's enough delaying. Let's pick our first character and see who we get. I'm excited because I've played this in CK3 before and I've had a couple fun things happen, but I've never played it with all of Asia enabled, so this could be really fun. Let's see who we get. Oh, bit of lag. Alright, so Chieftain Valgina of Gadinas, a Vidalist Lithuanian vassal of Lithuania here. He is 40 years old. He's getting on a bit, but he's still got some life left in him, so let's see what we can do. Game rules are all set already. Let's start. Iron Man? No, we don't want to do Iron Man because then we won't be able to switch character. That was very close. That could have been a big mistake. We would have played like the entire character out, come to wanting to switch, and realised we weren't able to switch. So yes, let's just double check I did disable that. Right. Now let's start. Here we go. Even this bit looks sort of slightly squished. I think like these random lakes here, I don't remember seeing these in vanilla. Am I crazy? Am I imagining things here? Maybe not. Convert to Lollard. Probably not. Probably going to... Maybe it's a bit ambitious, but as this character we could try and reform the Vidalist faith. Vidalist is like the easiest pagan religion to reform, same as it was in CK2. It's like a good... I mean, before they made the... Wait, is the requirement still to hold 3 holy sites? Yeah, it is. So you can see that the Vidalist faith does, by default, control 3 of its holy sites, which makes it pretty easy too. Also, they're very close together. It's a very small and localized one. Lag? Hmm. I still think that lag is not the same lag as before. I think that is just map loading lag, which I'm also seeing. However, I did just realize last time I played CK3, I changed to windowed mode, and I think that might have made a difference. So I could try playing windowed mode instead. Oh, it is lagging, isn't it? I see it now. Let me switch to windowed and see if that makes a difference. Is it still capturing? I have to refresh. Okay, now let me have a look. Is it smooth? Come on, stream. That wasn't very smooth, was it? It's when I zoom in and out like before. Oh, that was a bit of a jump, wasn't it? What's my bitrate like? Bitrate's okay. Let me try and experiment with the game capture. 1 second. If I try window capture instead, will that... Oh, encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. That's not good. Right, let me refresh again. I thought we were over this, man. I thought this issue was long behind us since we changed to V. Whoa, I saw the bitrate crust big time then. Let me move again. Oh god, yeah, the bitrate doesn't hold up at all, does it? That's... Why does it do that? Let me have a look at... The upload bitrate is fairly consistent, like just under 6K, so I'm not sure why it would do that. Like, it just crusts every time I move the map. Why am I having issues? Does it still capture when I change to full screen? I think so. Let me have a look. Invade Rugen. I'm still just trying to diagnose technical issues here, Hoy. I want to make sure the game looks alright before I get into playing. I'm not happy with it. I don't know why it's doing this. It's looking a bit better. Maybe after stream do some research. Well, I did that. I've done this like 3 times and I thought I fixed it. I did fix it. Like the past 3, 4, maybe even 5 times I streamed CK3, I didn't have any issues. It's just, for some reason, they have reappeared. I changed a couple of settings in OBS, entered a couple of custom, like, lines of code or something to help with one issue, with the bitrate, and then I also changed some graphical settings in CK3. I'm just going to play because it seems fine enough. We're going to up the tribal authority because, of course, we will. We are tribal, so our men-at-arms are paid for with prestige. Important to know. Lithuanian, so apparently we have access to... Forest Wardens, so we have access to Metsanvartia, which, by looks of things, are just better bowmen. 25, 10, 30, 14, 10, 10... Oh, yeah, they're better. Not to mention the terrain differences. They are also good in winter. I'm happy to fully upgrade these. Let us then have a look at stewardship. Nah, I'm thinking marshal would be good. Internet research, not just... No, I did research, Hoy. I changed the settings because of the research. That was what... I didn't just do random ones, man. Few champions, declare wars, active election. Election? Lithuania is elective? Apparently... Eldership law. Is this modded or vanilla? Elders Council. Vassals swearing title, allegiance, opinion. Ruler can nominate a title heir amongst the ruler's dynasty. So we have to vote from his dynasty. So it's a bit like Tanistry then. Well... maybe we just go for his oldest? I was going to say his youngest, but that'd actually probably be better for him, because then he'd have the same ruler for longer. Yeah, I guess we'll just go for the oldest. We could also just not vote. Actually, let's go for his youngest daughter. Why not? And do we want to do martial or do we go stewardship? Oh, we gotta do stewardship. Look at that. The game's just teasing us here. We got a perk, like, ready to go. Okay, let's go for the income one then, just so we can try and get that perk. Search for a holy person? How is that council? Can we get a better court seer? We can. Though we might actually swap him straight away because I noticed he had good stewardship as well. He isn't even an option. Maybe not then. Put you as the steward. Marshal, we'll put you with 15. Chancellor, you are good for now. Spymaster, 11. Shot. Council looks good now. Let us spend a little bit of money to go on a hunt to try and get some more prestige. And we will have to go raiding, basically, as soon as our fancy, like, bowmen have appeared. I don't know who we'll go raiding against, though, because, like, literally every one of our allies is far stronger than us. Active election, we know. Higher court position, that's probably important. Let's just make it our wife. Prestige. Yes, we want prestige. We don't really care about the opinion loss. But it is our spy master. Let's try and recover that. Kill wife. Wife's alright. She's currently our court physician. We just made her that, so I'd rather just keep her as is. She's lustful, so she's probably going to give us a few more kids. There we go, more prestige. The person we're most likely to attack is possibly this guy. He has Druzhina, which is like the Russian heavy infantry. So to counter heavy infantry, I think he used light infantry. Light footmen counter heavy infantry. So yes, the other levy we'll get is light footmen. I normally don't bother with light footmen, but considering the person we're going to attack first has only heavy infantry, we might as well go hard into the countering. Also, they're cheap, so there's at least that. We're not very wealthy, even in prestige right now. Anything special about this religion or culture? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I've only played here a couple times, I think. They have ancestor worship. I think that's the same as the Satru. Oh no, they don't have that. It doesn't look like it gives anything special, it's just a pilgrimage tenet. Kudikis lemti. Mothers are less likely to die in childbirth, children are less likely to be sickly or stillborn. So, more babies. Makes pregnant a virtue, yep. Gain piety when you have a child, okay. Sacred forests, that's pretty good. So basically do any chance we can get, we should do combat in a forest. Or a tiger. I think. Or maybe march through those lands. What is the terrain like here? We'll also have to have a look at these other map modes in a second. Oh yeah, there's loads of forests around here, so definitely get some use out of that. That's about it for the religion. Everything else is fairly standard. Nothing else sticks out. Your liege has passed the law. Other faiths unwelcome. What do you mean? Oh, a new tab. Huh. So we actually have specific laws here added by Raj Zavasia, I guess. Another submod. It costs prestige to change these laws, and it gives you, like, different faith opinion plus 10, disallows converting faith in a county. Default vanilla, basically. And different faith opinion minus 10 allows conversion of minority faiths and unlocks the expel religious minority decision. Oh, okay. So that could be, like, easier to convert your lands if you change to that, I suppose. And then, yeah, basically the exact same, but for culture as well. Alright, good to know. And our liege has decreed that other faiths are not welcome in Lithuania. We are intolerant of anyone that does not follow the Vidalist faith. Okay, we have 933 men now. Oh, actually, our neighbours have apparently gotten a lot smaller since I last looked. Let's go raiding. We'll go raiding here. Raise all, start raiding, and for now we won't do it ourselves because bit of a risk of dying if we're leading the army because we're not the best at it and we don't have stalwart leader, so a bit of a risk. There's no loot to be had here, 0. However, there is 15 here. Whoa. Really? Oh, for God's sake, that is just typical. Luckily, even though we were defeated, we didn't lose any men. But yeah, we are being raided. That's what just happened there. I started raising an army just as a raiding army came to us. So we can actually dispatch of these... Who are they? Russians? Slovianskan Russians. We can dispatch of them very quickly and easily, I think. Well, maybe not easily, but certainly quickly. Yeah, look at that. You'll probably win. We have strength of numbers. It's open terrain, fairly neutral combat. Smart. Well, we didn't lose anything, so I'm not really bothered about that. It just caught me off guard a bit. We need a new Chancellor already. In fact, yeah, we need to set our guys to do stuff. We're tribal, so we don't need development. We're tribal, so we need prestige. Quality, because we aren't spending gold to have the army anyway. And then that one is fine, that one is fine. We'll have to do, like, regular checkups on the rest of the map as well. Where did these guys come from, by the way? Here, Pinsk. We'll have to go there next while they're weakened. We just whoop their asses in battle. And now we're going to raid Hrodna. If I can remember to set them actually as raiders. God damn it. Okay, back we go. Set as raiders, and then back we go again. That was smart, boy. Me forgetting to actually set them as raiders. Now, we can't do much raiding because we're not like the Vikings here. We can't just like go overseas and up rivers and stuff. However, we have plenty of neighbours around us right now, which we can probably take advantage of if we pick our battles carefully. We could even, if we're desperate, take like an attrition loss and go one county deeper sometimes. 100 casualties, is it worth it for 15 more gold? Possibly. Maybe not though, because even though we outnumber a lot of our neighbours right now, it's only by a little bit. So I'm going to try and preserve our army and raid other places instead. It's not much, but every little counts. We're going to get free gold from Kletsk. Okay, and after Kletsk, we will go for accusations of witchcraft. Do we want piety? I don't think we really need piety right now, and we don't really care what the peasants think, because we can deal with any peasant uprising, I feel. So let's just go for the stewardship experience. We will be turning off stewardship, I think, almost as soon as we're able to, because all we wanted to do really was get the perk. I'm not sure why we aren't allowed to raid this. I'll be totally honest, raiding in CK3 does elude me a little bit still. Like, we're set to raiders. We don't have a truce with this guy. There's gold to be had. No one's raided it recently, so I don't understand why we can't raid this county. It's neighbouring us as well. We don't want to go to Minsk. Oh well, I'll go to Samogitia? Samogitia. Already raided? Nope. If it was already raided, there would be a little torch icon and there wouldn't be any money. Also, yeah, there's the torch icon on the map. And then if you click it, you can see there's a sword thing here to say it's recently looted. So that isn't the issue. Oh well, let's go for Trakai here. Hopefully we can get 16 gold. We'll also drop off the 17 we have on our way, which is nice. We won't risk losing it if they do raise an army against us. Looks like they're going raiding themselves though, so we might be able to just quick in and out even if they do turn around and try come for us. I'm going to get a couple more levies. Or levies? And a couple? No, I'm going to upgrade my men-at-arms one more time, just because we have the prestige. Well, So his vassal has raised an army to try and take us on here, and he's probably going to succeed. Numbers are too even, and we don't really have the best commander. Defending in forest, that's going to win it for him. Yeah, we're losing. Was close though. If we were the defenders, so if we picked the battle like over here instead, then we would probably win, because the defending in forest really is all that gave them that victory. I should have also probably retreated sooner there rather than fighting out the entire battle. Oh well, at least we only lost the loot after raiding one place. It could have been far worse. Annoyingly, we can't disband our army straight away because hostile armies are still nearby. And they can't disband theirs for the same reason, because we're literally just here. We could actually try going and attack them again, because now we outnumber them. Alright, Administrator has been taken. Stewardship bonus and diplomacy is nice. Yeah, we've currently got best commander we have. We might win it this time, because outnumbering him. Yeah, it looks like we are. I'm surprised that we outnumber him now, though. I would have thought that he would have more men than us after that last battle. There really is no point to have done that, by the way. We gain 45 prestige, which I suppose is alright. But other than that, there is no reason to, because we can't raid it again. And we can't raid anywhere past here, because it's already raided. So we just basically got vengeance, and the game rewarded us with 45 prestige for it. Okay, now let's disband. Give our men a chance to recover. Recruit a male courtier, recruit a female courtier. So there is more decisions here as well. These aren't vanilla. I think we'll host a feast, because we have a decent bit of money. Actually, no, you know what? Can we do buildings? Buildings would be good. 200 prestige, 150. Probably best just saving prestige to get a building instead. More long-term bonuses that way. We can try and look towards overthrowing our liege as well, because he has a fairly small army. The most dangerous thing is that he's allied Samagisha here. Now, I'm not sure what the best approach for that would be right now. Possibly to expand inside him still. So just fabricate a claim on his county and take that. Maybe even get a claim on the duchy and then just declare war for that, rather than going for full independence straight away. It'd be easier to just effectively take over what he has. Our one county is actually de jure part of Grodno, which is why I said we'd probably be attacking that first, so we can work on that. We could actually do that now. Declare war, we can do a conquest CB. Spend a little bit of prestige, which we have. Which one do we want to take? If we were taking into account development, it would be this one, because it has 2. This one only has 1. Doesn't really make a difference, though. Instead, let's look at the levies we'll gain from the castles. 177, 152. So the one we've won is actually worth more. Despite the fact that we raided it. We forgot to raid this tribe, apparently. Oh well. So yeah, let's conquer that one. It's also their current capital, which is a bit of slap in the face, but looks to be them, I guess. Hello, Splat. How are you doing, man? Are you well? I'm sure you'll be glad to see we're playing CK3 again today. Oh good, our Spy Master likes us again. Shall we sway someone else now? Maybe a disgruntled commander? Maybe not. Maybe our courtier? Yes, he will do. Ah, he's not actually trying to fight us here. He recognises that we're a dangerous threat, which he would just lose against. Exeter City woman is beat to Troy 2-0. How can I be bad? Glad to hear it. Just butchered those places. I think I told you this before, but I don't really follow football, so... In Exeter City Women's. Oh, right. Oh, beat Torquay. Okay, okay, I get it now. I know these names. Ah, shit, we're being raided. We might want to change commander last second to be ourselves, so we aren't at risk of being imprisoned here. Yeah, let's just cheese it a bit so we can't get captured. Oh, our liege is actually saving us as well, or trying to. He might lose. It's slightly in their favour, but our liege is still winning. He's like clawing it over. Okay, good, we've won our own siege here. Let's move on over there. Actually, no, let's do a battle. My sister exit a captain, so I do. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Really? Your sister's the captain of, like, Exeter women's football team. That's really cool. Oh, look, we captured him. Should we ransom him instead? No, we don't even get any money for it. Let's just take the win. Nice. We got a second county already. Can't disband because there's a hostile army here too close. One more tile maybe and we can. Come on, lads, get out. There we go. Now we can disband. Recover our prestige and money a little bit. Gonna have to do a feast because we are really bad for prestige right now. Anyway, let's get some vassals named Splatty and Fatty Johnson the 6th anyway. Yeah, Manfi Sharp. Amazing match. Glad to hear it. Sounds good. I think I told you before, like, the only time I really follow football is when it's, like, World Cup or Euros or a major tournament like that. I'm one of those people. Though I do enjoy it when they come around. And truth be told, I've enjoyed, like, FIFA in the past. Like, I've got FIFA on my Switch of all consoles, and I've played that quite a bit. That's fun. That's, like, the most exposure I've had to football, really. Never really supported a team, like, consistently in my real life. What is your sister commander rank? 5 left back. Okay. Good to come back to this too. Chill out. Was going nuts in the rain. Well, I'm glad I've been presenting you with a chance to chill out here. I can English. I can English very well. Let's go for the prestige option here. Well, let's also tell our marshal to increase control now. Me too. Only like her football, to be honest, but mad it's getting big now. It's good to hear. Oh, there we go. 160 prestige. Not bad. You can Anglo. Partially, hoy. We could now build raiding parties if we want. Ooh, raid speed 15%. That seems pretty good, actually. I was going to save up for the palisades or the gathering halls, but that seems pretty practical, actually. I'm going to get that. Anglo-Saxon? Yep. That is me. Anyway, do you want an explanation of what we're doing today in CK3 Splat? Or is the title good enough for you to understand? Because I'd be happy to explain what we're doing. I already explained it to Hoy. I don't watch professional football at all. I do like playing it, but not watching. That's interesting. You like playing it, but not watching it. I always would have thought that, like, if you like playing it, you would have liked watching it automatically, because I can't even really explain it. It's just how it goes in my head, but I guess that's not a true universal fact. You can designate a guardian for Tavalis of Guardians. That is our heir. Let us raise him to be a good diplomat. Maybe not. Let's just raise him ourselves, and we'll set it to diplomacy. Actually, no, let's just do it. Oh, he's gonna struggle with stewardship? Fine, diplomacy. We'll just try and teach him to be a good diplomat. Please explain it like I'm 14. I mean, well, 14-year-olds are not very dumb, really. That's like, can still explain. Oh, there was a bit of lag then, don't worry, that was my end, not the stream. But, yeah, I don't think there's much difference in explaining it like a 14-year-old versus explaining it to like a 22-year-old or something like that. However, I will do my best. Right, what is the title? It is Quantum Leap. Hang on, I can just see it. Quantum Leap with Raj's Veja. So the first part, Quantum Leap. Simply put, that just means we're playing a random character every time our character dies. So we did random character button from the start. We got this guy, Chieftain Volgin of Gardinas. We're going to play out his full life, do whatever we can with him, try and do our best, maybe become the High Chief of Lithuania. If we're really ambitious, we could try and reform the Vidalist religion here. But as soon as he dies, we're getting the fuck out of Dodge. We are pausing like this, and we are switching character and doing another random one. And then we're basically just going to repeat that. And that way we can just leave our presence all over the map and do random shit and try and, I guess, raise up the AI to be, well, all over the map. We'll include the murder ideas at least. The French are actually the black sheep of Europe. Is that deep enough for you? I couldn't think of anything better. Lush. What do you mean, Hoy? What are you talking about? The French being the black sheep of Europe? Where's that come from? Is it time to go raiding again, I wonder? Ooh, Mazovia is a little bit bigger than I would have expected. 3 counters, fair enough. I wonder when we can next attack these guys. The truce is until the 7th of August, 874, so 4 more years and then we'll go for their new capital. Because the purpose, I guess, for now will be to either take over the High Chiefdom of Lithuania or become the High Chief of Hrodna. Oh, that is a point. That is a point. We have meritocracy because we have this branch like already done for us, which means we can claim the throne of our liege anyway. So we'll just set that intrigue scheme going. Ban an in-game option for 2,000 points. Always kill or go hard, minus 12 events. Oh wait, for 12 events. Always kill or go hard. So whenever there's an option to kill someone, we have to do it. Is that what you mean? Using the ban an in-game action a little bit loosely there. Though I realise every time it has been redeemed so far, it has been fairly loosely. Like, it's basically people just setting a rule rather than banning anything specific. The option to be as violent as possible must be taken. Okay. I think 12 events is a bit much, to be honest. I'm going to say 10, max. Be a cunt for 12 goes. Okay. I'll pick the worst... No, not the worst, but the angriest and most evil option. 8? He took it even lower? Okay, 8 it is. County in need? Increase the tax as punishment. That's 1. I'd say that's pretty evil. I didn't read the event, but it sounded evil. Let's go for demand payment for hooks. I don't think we have any hooks, and we probably won't get any, but it'd be nice to have in future. Samagishia. It's a little bit awkward that our liege is allied to him. I was going to see if we could plot to kill to try and remove that alliance, but we're busy trying to fabricate a claim on the throne. I might as well read these events, because I don't think we've had these on stream before. My pursuit of the High Chiefdom of Lithuania is not driven by a mere lust for power, but because I am the only one who can bear the enormous responsibility. Even High Chieftain Palimon seems to acknowledge this, as he grants me increasingly important tasks in service of the realm. Soon I might as well be ruling the High Chieftain in all but name. Not to worry, my liege, I'll take care of this as well. We gain plus 20% chance to succeed. It costs stress, and we will have a mental breakdown. However, we need that because we're only at 44% at the moment, so we'll do it. Can we lower stress before we... No, we're going to have to take a trait. Let's go for Flagellant. Yes, there we go. And we lost Wounded straight away. Love to see it. A good ban would have been just reading events. Not reading events. Mugging them off is the option. Wow. I miss a lot. You sent a lot of messages very quickly there. What is the wow in response to? In response to me not reading events, or what? Do we raid? I don't think we can really raid anyone right now. It looks like all our neighbours have bulked up a bit again. Emboldened by seduction attempt. Look at you. Could break the truce, but I think there's really no point. Like, that would have been good. What was I thinking? Oh, okay. Just reading events. So, the ban and option... So you would have been, like... You would have banned me not reading events, basically. So I would have had to read events. Regardless of if I've read them, like, 10 times on stream before already. Let alone however many times I've already read them off stream as well. We're doing fine for the gold front here, but we need prestige. We need to be, like, going on hunts and feasts constantly. Oh look, there's some new options here. Defenders of Divas. I think this might be a vanilla one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. Found Metropolis isn't. Your realm capital holding is converted into a Metropolis holding. Fancy. But should we have a look at one of those? I think it said there is one in Rome and Constantinople already. A Metropolis holding. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. There's a lot of... Wait, actually, no, that's like the default number of slots, I think. It's just got new buildings, like Silk Road Trading Post and Hippodromos. I would have made you not able to read them. Oh, okay. Guidry. Good. European Tradeways. 26% more taxes. Wow. Silk Road. Oh, there is a Silk Road, hoy. That is insane, the amount of money this is generating. Look at all the loot as well. We could loot Constantinople for 331 quid if we... Well, we can't, because we can't sail, but if we were Vikings, we could. Oh yeah, I should actually show you. I didn't finish explaining the other half of the title splat, did I? So, Quantum Leap, yeah, random character every time we die. Rajas of Asia, that is a mod which is made up of a bunch of smaller mods, I think, hence like the modded content like found in Metropolis and trade routes and stuff. But the main feature of it is that it expands the map. It adds all of Asia. So, slow reveal here, very vanilla, very normal so far. The vanilla map goes up to Burma, so we're like at the edge of the map here. But then the mod adds all of this. Fun times, we got China here, Great Tang. Gull. Mech hasn't said goal, this is true. So yeah, when we do a random character, we could actually end up playing as, like, the Emperor of China, or this guy, Sri Maharaja Baladuputra Diwa of Srivijaya. What butchery was that? Hello, I had to yell at you. Shall I set a goal? Do you think it's worth it? When I first added the goal command, I was thinking I could set it every single stream, no matter what we're playing, just basically a more detailed version explaining what the point of the stream was, basically. But no one ever uses it. Like, that is like the third, maybe fourth time it's ever been used since I added it. If people start using it more, I might. Maybe put the description of the title. So just copy-paste the title as the goal. That'd be a bit pointless, though. We can go on a hunt now. Let's do that. Easy peasy. Get some prestige. I've been doing a lot of raiding in my recent CK3 games. I've been playing a few modded games. I've been playing like the Lord of the Rings mod and Godherja, or Godherja. I don't know how it's pronounced, or read, whatever. And both of those games I was playing as tribal raiders. 9% chance we die? Oh, but we're trying to be a dick, aren't we? Does this count? Does it count being a dick if we're just determined to end the animal we were hunting anyway? Nah, whatever. I'm gonna pick it either way. Let's just hope we don't get the 9% chance. Okay, good. We got the hunting trophy. That's what we wanted. My Google thinks I'm My Google phone thinks I'm talking to it. It's trying to ask me what I want. Go away. More prestige. Delicious. Let's get another men-at-arms. Let's get some light horsemen. Kill her. It wasn't to kill her. It was to let her hunt the animal, or for us to do it ourselves. So you can just... what the title means. So you can just do goal in place of like 5 minutes of explanation. Oh, yeah, okay. So I could type out what... I mean, it would be useful for this stream, I suppose. Wait, we can apparently... Oh, yeah, we can convert this. We might as well do it. 5 years. We can also promote our culture there, but I don't think there's any point in that. Set him to quality again. Right, shall I do that? Do you think anyone else is going to come along, see that I even have a goal command, and then try it out? It'll take like 2 minutes to type it out, but I can do it. You guys can just look at a still screen and listen to the music. If this is boring, you can blame Hoy because he's convinced me that I should type out what the goal is. Right. Is that good enough? I had 2 typos both times when I said playing. Right. Try do goal now. It should be updated. I also need to refresh my own stream because I noticed it's massively behind there. Let me do that. Okay, good. Where are we at? Is it bad Twitch protocol to ask a streamer why they don't stream video of themselves? Fine with them, with me, like this channel, but fine with me. What do you mean, is it bad Twitch protocol to ask a streamer why they don't stream video of themselves? You mean like a webcam of myself? Yeah, there we go, the new goal. Actually, shall I put goal in the title? Nah, I'm not putting goal in the title. I need to increase control, apparently. Low control in Valkaviscus, and yet there's no valid targets to increase control. Whatever you say again. We've got a pretty terrible steward right now, which is unfortunate. We could make use of one of the new decisions here to recruit a male courtier. For 5 quid. We have the money. I don't like the prestige cost, though, so I'm not doing that. Can't declare war on him yet. We have 2 more years. I'm going to play on speed 4, actually. You know what? Actually, no. I'm not going to do that. Why am I... What is happening here? Occupied by Yavagi? Yavagi. Here. Defending against Lithuania in the Lithuanian conquest of Yat. Oh, I see. So our liege is deciding to, like, snake around here and conquer this county. So that is what this army is. Well, I don't want them sieging my capital, so even though I'm not in this war and I don't like my liege, I'm going to help out. So this is my capital at stake here. Bastards. Can't believe they're making me do this. I should have marked myself as Raider, and then I would have got a bit of prestige after winning this. Oh, we got prestige anyway. Never mind. Now let's actually unsiege this tribe. When can we next have a feast? 2 more years. Ooh, that's a long way away. Stewardship perk. What are we getting? Oh, let's get War Prof. No, we don't need money, actually. I'm going to go for this, so it's cheaper to make buildings, because this actually includes a prestige cost reduction as well. So there is value in that one. We've finished building the Raiders' gathering place as well, which is nice. We'll go on some more raids shortly. Alright, see you shortly, Hoy. Where shall we raid after this? Should we go for Mazovia yet? We've got a little bit of a bigger army. It's maybe not big enough yet, though. We could raid Minsk. Wait, this isn't Minsk anymore. This is Big Novgorod. Definitely not them. What about Pinsk? About the same size as Mazovia. Slightly smaller. We could raid Hrodna, I think, because we never touched this. Oh, we never touched it because it's worth 0 gold, I remember now. But I saw it was just raided anywhere. Yeah, recently looted. Not left with many options here. Okay, there we go. We fully control this county, so we should be able to... There we go. We can reassert our control here now. Do not like this guy. I want his title. 17 months. Not that long. We could declare war for independence from our liege, like, right now. But I don't think there's much point in that. I sort of... Actually, yeah, I think I will do that as soon as it's practical. At the moment, I wouldn't say it's practical, though, because he is allied with this guy, Samagishia. Oh, wait, I forgot we were, like, fabricating to claim his throne anyway, so maybe not. I'm quite aware that if I would serve as High Chieftain of Lithuania, I require the support of my now fellow vassals more than High Chieftain Palamon currently has. I don't think he even has any other vassals than us, does it? Illustrating how generous I would be as High Chieftain could go a long way. Would you say I will need all my gold for the coming struggle? Is the dick option here, Splat? I'm just trying to adhere to the challenge you've set for me. 75 quid, I'd rather not spend, but then again, we're not really spending money on all else. Oh, and it is another 20% to the success chance. I would much rather do that. Levy size increase. That, to be fair, that is also useful, because then we can use that to do outward conquests. So it's up to you, Splat, whether or not the bottom option counts as, like, the dick option. I don't think it does. I think it's just, like, a reasonable, like, consideration. It's not a selfish move, really. Well, that said, the whole scheme is selfish, because I'm plotting to take over. I'm just gonna go for that, because I don't think that is, like, a dick move. If anything, this is a dick move. Because we're trying to take his title. Will be a little bit dangerous as well, because if we take his title, he'll become our vassal, and he'll be quite a powerful one. He'll still have his alliance with Samagishia. He'll still have his 3 counties, so... could be a bit rough. We'll have to try and counter his strength by conquering our own stuff. Which we're doing anyway. We're doing this in Hrodna, aren't we? We're trying to conquer Novogrudok in 14 months. I swear that's what it said last time, but whatever. Maybe it's time to raid here. Again. We have slightly more men than them. I'm gonna try it. Let's set as a raider. And on we go. If we see them raise an army again and try and take us off, we'll just, like, meet them in the plains. The best way to win in this game is by renaming any vassals with funny splur celebrity names, but you do you. Can't actually rename vassals, you can just rename children and children of children. So, in fact, I think there's a further limit that if they are your vassal, then you can't name them, even if they are your child and child of a child. Possibly. I like this scroll thing here. That looks neat. I like the stamp thing on it. This is my son and heir. Do we want him to be trusting? He is getting a diplomatic education, so that could be good. Forgiving. It's got learning. Patient is good for learning, but not diplomatic. I'm just going to go for forgiveness. At the cost of some stress. We can flagellate. Crack. We're just whipping ourselves here. Sweet, sweet pain. Yes, we love it. We like the pain. We like pain. That son's name just went through the roof in once. Went through the roof in once. I can rename this character if you want. Just gonna call it Splat. Leave it as Splat. There we go. I'm not adhering to the Splur plus celebrity format here. I'm just going to call him Splat, and then we can like check back on him later when our current ruler dies, because when that happens, we'll be playing on a completely different part of the map. Also, I should have been paying attention there, because we've just had our guys stood here doing nothing. Apparently, they don't have any loot. Did I not? I could have sworn I set them as raiders. Why did they not raid? Did I, like, double-click it by accident? Oh lord, well, he will be our enemy then? Well, that's what I'm thinking. It could actually be more fun and interesting if that happens, but I'll be totally honest with you. We're probably not going to end up playing near here for quite a while again afterwards, because there's so many characters, and so many of the independent rulers are, like, biased towards Africa and, I guess, now Indonesia. Because when you look at the map, the amount of rulers in Europe... Actually, no, I suppose it's got vassal... Oh, don't do that. I hate when that happens. I deselected him, for God's sake. But I was going to say, I suppose there are all these independent rulers here as well. It just seems like it's more biased, because when you look at Africa, there's all these that are basically independent. I suppose independence doesn't matter at all anyway. It's just a ruler, be that as a vassal or independent. And then, yeah, look at this. New Guinea has loads of vassals on it. Not vassals, rulers. Penungu. Completely new stuff, which we'll have to have a look at when we're playing over here, if we do. But for now, we are focusing on Lithuania. He might end up being our enemy one day, though. We'll have to see. We could end up playing as, like, the High Chief of Pinsk, and then he'd probably be our enemy. Though I really doubt it. I'd have to be pretty lucky for that to happen. Lucky, that's not really the word I was thinking. Low odds would probably be a better way of putting it. We only have 8% control in Valkaviskas. 10 years to get full control. Jeez, that's a long time. Still can't declare war on this guy. Gotta wait 6 months, half a year. It is getting shorter. I clearly do not stand alone in my ambition to rule High Chiefdom of Lithuania. Ravens have been gathering on the roofs of High Chiefdom Palamon's castle, and a few nights ago even the stars seemed to be falling all over Lithuania. Peasants and nobles alike whisper that it is a sign that Palamon has lost the favour of the gods. This is true. He has lost favour of the gods. We now have max chance to succeed here, I think. Oh no, we're 5% shy. We're at 90%, which is pretty good. In which case, we will then get a claim on the title High Chiefdom of Lithuania, and we'll have to just make a faction to press our claim, like through here. He'll probably, you know, put up a fight for it, especially considering he's got his ally here. So we'll have to make sure... There's boobas on screen. We'll have to make sure that we are strong enough, maybe have some allies of our own. Which we can probably easily get if we just marry off our daughter now. Yeah, Skalovia, 1,000 men, sure. 30-year-old man, 3-year-old daughter, go for it. That's how I roll. She has to wait until she's 16 at least. By which time he'll be, what, 43? So not much better. Wait, we're trying to sway... Ah, yeah, my court seer. He likes martial. Let's go for relentless courage. Excellent. We could recruit a forest specialist, which would give us a pretty good commander for a little bit of money. It's very expensive for prestige, though, so maybe not worth doing. There's not much else we can do right now. We just have to raid, save up prestige, and chip away towards this claim. Not long now till we can do another war on Hrodna. My wife frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, she begins sheepishly. My husband, I hear rumours that Vishishlav, The High Chieftain of Hrodna has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. This is true. I want to conquer all of his lands and take it for my own. He talks openly of the illegitimate chieftain of Valkaviscus who daily usurps his rightful lands and revenues. It is the other way round. It's a little bit hard to do the challenge you set out, really, Splat, because it's hard to gauge, like, options that are just being a dick. Like, 2 of these options could maybe qualify as being a dick. We can just say, ha, and become rivals, or we can just ignore him entirely. I think the option to become rivals probably qualifies most for the challenge, doesn't it? Unfortunately, we would take stress for it, but I do like that option just because we gain prestige, and we need prestige as a tribal ruler. Yeah, I'll just pick it. Hopefully you agree, Splat. I don't mind having more prestige now, so let's get a bit more cavalry. 24 days, slowly ticking away. That might be just the right amount of time for us to fully reinforce the horsemen as well. Fuming. Absolutely fuming that I picked the wrong option. Yeah. Can declare wars. It is time. Maybe not. Let's wait for these to fully recover. Our liege is being raided, not us. We don't care about that. We'll put it on speed 4 just until we've got these horsemen ready to go. I think they reinforce, yeah, it's like 20 every month, so 2 more months. One more. We've got a decent army going now. It is nice to play tribal now and again, because I tend to play a lot of feudal rulers. So visiting a tribal ruler and like managing to get a decent army that's paid for entirely by prestige. Well, not entirely, but mostly by prestige. It's pretty good. It's also fun raiding. I like raiding in this game. Wait, who is his ally? Rule of thumb for Crusader Kings 3, always check for allies before you do a war. 780 men. We don't care about that. That's little over 1,000. We still outnumber them. I should have raised my army here. Actually, no, this is here. It's just a bit of a weird province. For some reason, the army and city are right at the bottom of it. Wait, what? Oh, did I... What is wrong with me today? Am I, like, not actually clicking buttons? I keep thinking I do things, and I don't. Oh well. We're going to absolutely annihilate his army right now. But not, look at that, he's not only got small numbers, but they're also only like tier 1, low quality. Absolutely tragic. Yeah, completely crushed him. We could ransom him. Oh, he's too poor, so we wouldn't ransom him for money even. Let's just end the war then. Well, that was quick and easy. We now control the de jure Duchy of Hrodna, which means if we do gain independence, we can usurp it. But as it stands, we can't just usurp a duchy title when our liege is also a duke. I think it'll say that. Yeah, can't be higher than your primary title of your liege. So we shall finish fabricating a claim on his throne, become that, and then maybe we'll do it. Probably not, though, because then we'd have to juggle 2 duchies on succession. Not that it even really matters, because we're not going to be playing as this dynasty after we die. The morning chorus of twittering birds accompanied me down to the cellar, the light of dawn giving way to gloomy darkness, or lit only by sputtering lamps. I yawn and stretch as I go, my feet padding across the floorboards. Once my eyes adjust to the lack of light, a culinary tragedy is unveiled by them. Apple cores, scattered crumbs, bones, flensed? Never seen that word before. Flensed clean of their meat. In shock, I look around the entire room, but everywhere my eyes land, they find yet more evidence. Suddenly, in the corner, a soft, contented burp. This asshole, just necking a pint, Skirdo, he has eaten everything in our stores. We can imprison him, or we can just live with it. Oh wait, the challenge. Like, be a dick. Send him to the dungeon, yes. That is the natural course of action here, I suppose. And I would much rather just immediately release him. Oh, actually, no, let's take this giant. This giant's a better steward as well. Let's demand he converts, gain a hook, and make him our steward. And then we'll leave our old steward in the dungeons for now, maybe sacrifice him later. No, we'll have to see. Welcome back, Hoy. Right, new steward, the giant. Love a giant. How long till this finishes? Roughly 10 months. Not bad. We could probably go raiding Mazovia now. Because we got a bigger army. Actually click the button this time. Send him on his way. Yep, they're still raiding, so let us take 3 gold. Wow, 3 whole gold. We'll go in 16 minutes though. Okay, fair enough, Hoy. Let's boost our Spymaster. And after this, we shall raid Pinsk. Oh no, already raided. This one maybe for 3 quid again. Really just chump change in this area. Not really worth raiding at all, but is what it is. Oh yeah, I need to de-stress as well. Let's host a feast. Also a nice side effect if you get some prestige for it. I considered playing Humankind again today. Because I started a single player game that went a little bit better. Like, bit at a time, it's still gone badly, but bit at a time I am improving at that game. So I figured if I play it on stream again, it should be a decent game. I will revisit it at some point. Maybe even tomorrow, I'm not sure. I could get into a rotation of Prison Architect, CK3, and Humankind. I think that'd be alright. Anything more than that might be a little bit too much, but I think 3 games is good. That's a decent amount of variety. Not to mention the fact that I currently have people following me for all 3 of those games, so it'd be disappointing to them if I didn't touch either of them again. I know Deckvin joined us yesterday for Prison Architect. He said at the end of the stream he hopes we get to see Humankind again today. So sorry, Deckvin, but we are playing CK3 today if you end up watching this. Maybe tomorrow you'll be lucky. Oh, now we're raiding this tribe. Good. Stonehalf. Ugh, you're like Godslayer demanding I play Payday 2. It's not gonna happen, Hoy, I'm sorry. This is our son and heir. Compassionate's alright. Because he's trying to be a diplomat. Yeah, best natural option. By the way, maybe raid for captives and not for money directly. Raid for captives is a casus belli. And I don't think it's one we have access to. Stonehalf, good game, having good fun with it. Yeah, I can appreciate that. It's just, like I said before, it's not my kind of game, really. I know it's a different game, but let me just explain, like, raid for ransom. So you mean, like, raid... I mean, I can't just raid for ransom, like, that's not just a manual thing I can do. Like, I can't raid a place and say, take prisoners. I just have to send them to a place, have it set as raid, and if I get prisoners, great. If I don't, I get money. There's no, like, controlling it specifically like that. I was gonna say, I know it's a different game, but I have an experience with RimWorld which might get across that it's not my kind of game. RimWorld is, by most accounts, a very good game, a very popular game, with a lot of replayability. And to be fair, it is a game which I technically should like, because it's, you know, it matches well, it jives well with the genres I enjoy. That said, whenever I've played it, I've failed to get into it. I've given it quite a few different chances, different occasions, played different play styles, tried to engage with it, but I always end up just giving up on it after maybe 2 free play sessions. And that tends to hold true for most games like that. So even though I enjoyed, like, Against the Storm and Mana Lords and stuff, I never played those games for long. That said, I think Mana Lords will be different because that has a bit more going for it. It has the diplomacy and war, which I think, it'll be a bit more like CK3 or something in that regard. It's not just a colony sim city builder type thing. This is another dick option. I think that puts us up to 3 out of 8. We just turned someone away. I could try and go on a pilgrimage and hope that there's a chance to lose stress. Because we are not doing great for stress right now. Let's go to Hiuma. Because we have 100 gold to spend, why not? I don't know, maybe I will give it a go one day, Hoy, but I wouldn't count on me getting fully into it. It's just... The games I tend to stick to and enjoy are mostly strategy games and are mostly paradox games. Games like Overwatch, which have also stuck with me, are like anomalies, and I don't really understand. I think it's just because Overwatch has an addictive, like, foundation. The fact that games are on like 10-minute bursts and it's like very fast paced. Oh, I should have gone for the other option there because the other option was a mean option, so it would have met with the challenge. Maybe play whatever you want, Kiss. Thank you, Splat. Stress. I know I'm trying to deal with it. It's because I'm trying to follow the challenge Splat has set for me. We didn't gain an option to lose stress at all on our pilgrimage. We gained this, though. Close family opinion plus 10, that's okay. Also, I just realised we're losing... Oh no, we're not losing prestige because we don't have concubines. Because a lot of the time when you're playing as a tribal, you end up getting a thing where it's you lose prestige because you're under your concubine limit or something. But I guess these guys don't have that. It's still apparently 10 months until we get a claim on the High Chieftain. Bit weird. Not sure I believe it anymore. But yeah, I just randomly remembered I was going to look at the other map modes, wasn't I? Let's have a look. Trade routes. There's like slightly weird colorations here, but that might just be the terrain showing through. So what? Blue is a trade route. Yellow is something else, red is something else. Okay. I'm not really sure how to read this, and when you hover over it, it doesn't give you a prompt. How he blows his brains out of the castle walls under the interrogation of his vassals. Oh my. Where did you read that? Oh, there's a legend here, look. European tradeways, Trans-Saharan Silk Road, blocked trade route, and trading post. So the Silk Road is the pink one, here. Then European tradeways are in blue, yellow is trade posts. Ah, okay, so that's cool. Stewardship, yes. Centralization, doesn't matter, because extra blah 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 blah. Let's switch off that. We don't need stewardship at all right now. Let's just go full-on martial, get a bigger levy, I suppose. What is the other one as well? Tributary map. Huh. There's no legend here for this. I don't know how to... Is this just like who you can become tributaries of? Oh wait, look, Tullanid here, that is the green of the Tullanid. And then is that saying Hawara is a tributary? Aha, suzerain. So yes, Hawara is a tributary of Tullanid. I guess maybe even though it looks like it's just one country, maybe they have like a tiny vassal somewhere that is their tributary. I don't know. After all my hard work, it is finally time to present the evidence I've come across, that I am in fact the rightful heir to the chiefdom of Lithuania through an old dynastic marriage. Typically how it goes, High Chieftain Palimon will be nothing more than a simple pretender as long as he stands in my way. Yes, 90% chance of succeeding, let's go. Finally, no one can doubt the fact that I have a reasonable claim on the High Chiefdom of Lithuania. While the exact details of the old dynastic marriage are shrouded in the mists of time, there is no reason to doubt its veracity. Even High Chieftain Palimon must admit my claim is a legitimate one. Nothing can stop me now. Right, let's get a faction going, which will be just us. For the High Chiefdom of Lithuania, he has no other vassals, so let's press our demands straight away. Probably a mistake, because I forgot to get alliances first. We have Skalovia's 270 men. I think it's like Victu Sphere mode. I think it's more like my first idea that these are just people that can have tributaries at the moment. Oh, actually, you know what? The Lord of the Rings mod has a tab for it. Oh, yeah, no, okay, so it is people that have at least one tributary, I'm pretty sure. Because look, this guy here, Vladimir, is a tributary of Bullenid. So that is why they show up on the map, because of that there. And Yoishida, they have two here, yep, two next door. Great Tang have Guiyi and Bays. NC Kyrgyz, these are big lads, look at them. They ain't got many men though. Okay, so that's how that map mode works. Abbasids have... Huh. Okay, so that's not how that map mode works, because the Abbasids don't have a tributary at all. Just when I thought I had it. There's also this here. For some reason, they are on the tributary map mode. Ah, well. I mean, I don't think I'm that far off. Even if I'm, like, not quite right, I think I'm close to right. I imagine as soon as you get a tributary, you probably show up on this map either way. Maybe the ones that are highlighted without them are just ones which permanently can have a tributary. I don't know, just guessing. I will have a look at the others anyway. Special building. This is a handy one, which I've seen a couple of mods do. So this is a map mode. This is also like the tutorial map mode on the CK3 modding wiki. Like, for modding map modes, the example is to make a special building map mode, so that's what this is. It's highlighting every province on the map where a special building can be built. So Paris has the slot for Notre Dame. There is Stonehenge here in red. Yeah, you can see there is a legend here, so there's like ones which are built in red, ones which have a slot but aren't built in pink. Holy sites. Oh, holy sites are included as well. Interesting. Ah, okay. Then you've got Metropolis and Metropolis with a special building. Interesting. I'm curious, what is the one in wait, this isn't Ruin, is it? This is... Oh, I wonder if... Huh. I'm pretty sure this is modded, because I've never known there to be a special building slot here in Normandy like that. I wonder what it is, though. Oh, look, Hastein decided to conquer a tiny slice out of Mercia. Not his most ambitious conquest, gotta admit. But at least he's conquered something. Designate a guardian for my daughter. Sure, I'll do it myself. Right, other map modes, we have minorities. Show minority faiths and minority cultures. A minority faith represents a proportion of the population of a county which follows another faith. What? Oh, I see. So counties which follow a different faith to their the liege. So this is Catholic, while it is under Jorvik, which is a Satru. I see. Oh no. I know, it was a little bit suspicious, wasn't it? And then I think this is a cultural one in red. We have Franconian under a... maybe not. Doesn't have a legend. I thought... Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Then we also have holy orders. There isn't a single holy order on the map, apparently. Which makes sense, because the Crusades haven't started yet, so fair enough. Shows provinces that are affected by the seasons. It's not winter yet, so I guess that wouldn't show either. Fair enough. Right, are we going to end up at war with our liege? Because I sort of just delayed the fact that we pressed a faction demand, didn't we? Let's raise an army ready. Start marching to his capital, possibly. War it is. Okay, on we go. Straight for his capital. He's called in his ally as well, of course. Should we call in ours? A whole 300 men? We might as well. Oh, it costs prestige, though, because we're in an offensive war. Can we get another alliance? We sort of need it. Galindia, sure. Where are you judging the war from? What do you mean, judging the war, Splat? You mean when I said we're in an offensive war? Wars just happen when I play CK2. Wars just happen. Well, I knew this war was going to happen because we started a faction for our claim here. We wanted to press our claim on the High Chiefdom of Lithuania. It was a faction to install us on the throne. We pressed our demands, and I knew that he was basically going to refuse because, you know, he doesn't want to give up his throne without a fight, basically, especially because he's got a big ally here to help him. So that was basically a guarantee to me that we were going to be in a war. So I raised my army ready, and I started marching. A few days later, lo and behold, he has sent me a reply saying, I will not concede, we are going to war. I don't know how to do a war. Well, CK3 and CK2 do it slightly differently, but I think at the core, they're basically the same. It's just under a different bonnet, basically. So, I mean, the premise is you get a CB, a casus belli, a cause for war, and then you press it by declaring war. You just right-click the person you have the CB on. The most, like, common CB is because you have a claim on a title, so we have a claim on the High Chiefdom of Lithuania, so that is technically what our casus belli is in this war. But this is a special war because this is a faction war. This is one started. It's technically a civil war. Because we're his vassal still, and the game recognizes that. Look, he's still showing up as our liege. What a CB? A CB is casus belli, which is Latin for cause for war. What's a war? War is like an argument that goes bad, but lots of people get involved. That is my simplified definition of war. That reminds me, have any of you seen that movie? I can't remember what it's called. It's the one where aliens land, and the aliens are like weird giant ink creatures in like a smoky cloud. And the whole story is them getting a linguist trying to translate the language and figure out how to communicate. And they get her because she does a thing where it's like, if you want me for my skills, sure, but if you just want me because I'm the first one that comes to mind, go get someone else. And they went to someone else, and she said, when you go to him, ask him what the... I think it was like the... It was like an Indian language or something, maybe. Well, for the sake of it, let's just say Gurjar. Say, like, ask him what the Gurjar meaning of war is. And apparently the guy just says, a conflict. But then she says it stems from them wanting their neighbour's chicken. Arrival? Chincess? I think Arrival is the movie, yeah. But yeah, I like that, because she gives, like, a more precise meaning of what a war means in that language. Like, it's a very literal thing. It's, you know, to desire your neighbour's cattle or something like that. Like, that is the origins of warfare in that culture, because there's a bit more of a deeper understanding beyond just the words. I just think that's cool, because that is, like, a true thing for language, isn't it? Like, at the core, languages and words and stuff have their meaning in actions, rather than just abstract sounds. Someone's trying to kill us. throw him in the dungeon because we're trying to be a dick still, so now I'm at stress level 3. Fun times. This is what happens when I let you guys do the banning game action challenges. It never goes well. I can't, like, kill someone for stress relief either because we're compassionate and forgiving. I'm going to recruit this guy, though, because he's a good commander. I am unworthy. My flesh is for forgiveness. We're going to gouge our eye out here for some stress relief. I got to go until tomorrow. Alright, Hoy. Thanks for popping by. It was good to have you. You still stayed for an hour and a half, which is more than I can ask for, so thank you for doing that. I'll catch you next time I stream. It might not be tomorrow, by the way, because it's my nana's birthday tomorrow, so might be doing, like, having a dinner or something. I'll have to see. But I wouldn't count on it. It might be Tuesday when I stream next. The Western meaning of war has been politicized through the extremes and sort of lost its meaning, I suppose. I'll get back to it in a second. Have a nice day, night, Splat, and Mech. Have a nice stream, Mech. Thanks, I will, Hoy. You have a good night as well. Right, yeah, let's gouge our eye out for stress relief here, because that is a totally normal thing to do. I'm going to flagellate again as well. More pain. Wounded. We like pain. Right, yeah, so I think you're saying there, Splat, a little bit weird. Western meaning of war. That's a bit more like cultural understanding of like what war as the action means, isn't it? We're talking more about the language. In which case, if we're looking at the word war, that is the English word, isn't it? The three-letter word war. I don't know where that's come from. That's probably got some like Germanic meaning, knowing English. Most of our stuff has Germanic origins. Also, I just noticed our liege died. The king is dead, and now his younger daughter is in charge. The younger daughter we actually voted in, funnily enough. Let's now vote for her sister that is in prison, because that's funny. I know what I mean, and I'm right. Cheers, guys. Let's do... whoa, I missed stuff. Whereas Chinese has been left somewhat untouched within their original language because of their size. No real wars over there. I know what I mean, and I'm right. Cheers, guys. Let's do one. Hopefully we get splat. Hopefully we get splat? What do you mean? We've got Splat of Gardinas here, my son and heir. We can't elect to have our own family become the people of Lithuania, because you can only elect from the family of the ruler, not our own. Oh, when we do random. So you're hoping when we do random, we get the exact same ruler we had before? I mean, the odds of that are, like, astronomical. Out of every single ruler in the game, us clicking random and getting the same one. Thought you died? Nah, we didn't die. We just gouged our eye out for fun. Let's demand money from my champion, because for some reason we can. I can challenge the High Chiefess. Oh, so this is a fun thing. We can challenge the High Chiefess for the title of Lithuania, the one which we're currently fighting a war over. Okay, we've taken the capital, which is worth 50%. Unfortunately, we didn't capture her. I'm not sure what we should do next. Maybe take this county. Is that a valuable prisoner? Oh, captured heir, 10%. I think that is a valuable prisoner. Oh no, it's... who is the valuable prisoner? It's gotta be him, right? Oh no, he's lowborn. Sell into slavery? Okay, that's a mod thing then. 5 quid to sell this poor soul into slavery, but we gain stress. So. Guess we just leave him be. Oh, this is the heir. The captured heir is... I think it's her niece? Maybe? Nephew? Well, let's leave it, because we're getting 10% war score from him. She's formed a new alliance. Fun times. Ah, someone definitely is trying to kill me because I've now got a bad omen. Oh, it's an alliance with this guy as well. That's worrying. You know what? I might as well do the duel. actually no, because we have really piss poor prowess. We'd probably lose the duel. So let's not. We don't want to lose our claim to the title. We're winning the war. We're in a very dangerous position, though, because we're going to be outnumbered if our allies all come together here. Our allies? Our enemies. If we're about to lose the war, though, let's take this decision and do a challenge to try and fight over the title. We could go on a hunt randomly in the middle of the war. I'm gonna do it. We need to lose stress and we gain prestige, so yes, let's go on a hunt. What better time? Can you not kill people one-on-one? Stab the king in his crown jewels. Am I right, guys? The king isn't a king. The king is a high chiefess. So, no, we can't stab. Well, I mean, probably technically could, but not the same. Am I going to do this? One prowess. No, let's hunt down the legendary White Heart. It's gotten away. I scouted ahead. No, it's gotten away this time. This war is going a little bit rough. I didn't realise, but they've occupied our capital, so as soon as we take this place, we'll have to liberate that. We've converted the faith in one of our counties, apparently. A little bit odd that it's still showing up here like that, then. It says we finished converting the faith in Valkaviskus. And yet, it is still Slovianska Pravda, and he's still converting it. Game just outright lying to me, then. Technically, the stabbing would be much easier, but the less said about that, the better. True. Anyway, win the war, said the aliens taking the chickens from next door. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good way to put it. Taking the chickens from next door. Splat keeps chaste, or Splat becomes lustful. I'd like to give you the option to choose here, Splat, since this is your namesake, or rather... Yeah, I know, this is the character named after you. Splat Shags, but it's gotta give me stress. We're trying to de-stress, man. Splat Shags, trust me. Okay, I'll trust you. Lustful it is. I'm gonna have to pay off this stress somehow, though. Oh, God. Have they hired mercs? Yeah, she's hired mercenaries, 677. That's most of her army. I don't know how she lost her army, because they had, like, full levies when I declared the war. Okay, let's kill the army here before they finish occupying. That was Mad One, she's wild, etc. Okay. Oh, Skirdo's died. This was my old steward here. Poor lad. Died in captivity. It's how it goes sometimes, innit? We're not going to get there in time, unfortunately. So now they're going to have the defensive bonus of being in forest if we fight there. Luckily, they're running away, so we can fight them here in the plains instead. Hopefully. Oh, no, they're making us fight in wetlands, which are even worse. Or not. Oh no, they're going into the plains. Let's follow them into the plains. I'd rather fight in the plains. I'm not sure why she's doing that. It would have been much better for her to defend in the wetlands. We're dying. I think it's because we're constantly whipping ourselves and we gouged our eye out. We've had a bad omen. We're not feeling well because someone is trying to kill us and they're using like voodoo to kill... Oh god, here we go. So my rival tried to kill me. Vishaslav the Impaler of Frodner. Well, we've got to kill him back, haven't we? Oh, 8 distress, maybe not. Bastard. We're still dying, though, because of all the weird voodoo spells he put on us. Like Bad Omen and not feeling well. Okay, now we unsiege our own capital. And we start turning this war around. We're only just winning because of that battle. Do we have ticking war score? Apparently we don't hold the objective. I think to hold the objective we'd have to hold all of Lithuania, in which case we don't, because they hold half of our land and we still don't have this. But I think we should be fine after liberating our capital anyway. I could get some more light footmen, but I think it's best to just hold on to the prestige we have for now. Oh god, we're not very good at riding a horse apparently. 27% chance would succeed. Normally I take this option without like hesitation, because I don't know, I normally have decent prowess, but this is pretty terrible. We're most likely going to get wounded. And problem with that is, if we get wounded, it's going to be another health penalty, so we'd probably end up dying from it. Let's just dive for stable ground. I wouldn't mind getting onto the next character we're playing as, but I'm not willing to like sabotage the current one I'm playing as because I want to accomplish my goal. At the very least, we can become the High Chief of Lithuania, which, you know, that'd be good enough for me. We have to. What do we have to do, Splat? Oh, look at this. She wants a white piece. Coward. Fight to the death, goddammit. Give me your title. Surrender now, and I'll show mercy. Adopt clan ways. Instead of becoming feudal, we could become a clan. Interesting. I don't know what the difference between clan and feudal governments even are in CK3, if I'm totally honest. They play the exact same way as far as I'm concerned. I haven't noticed any differences. Okay, there we go. Capital is unsieged. Let's hope we can stop theirs before they unsiege their own. We have a movement speed commander, which is good. 25% faster. Oh, look at that. It says we'll win decisively if we battle them here. Cool. Hopefully it's accurate. Yeah, look at that. We're shredding them in the woods. Nice. We captured... Oh, her brother. Ah, yeah, there she is. I wonder if she's... Oh, we could ransom him back, because we already have the 10% war score from valuable Oh, it goes up. Oh, my head... Shit, my own heir has been captured, apparently, so we're at minus 10% for that. Yeah, look, my daughter. Oh, god damn it. Well, we're about to win the war anyway, 98%. Luckily, we haven't, like, seen anything of her allies. I think because they're occupied with a different war over here in Prussia, which is a little bit funny. Unlucky timing for her. Let's not ransom him because he's worth a lot of war score for us. The White Heart. Prestige, maybe? Just piety. Oh well. Alas. We died. Oh, that is really rotten luck. How much of this bit of Europe do we own? Like the tiniest scrap. Chieftain Volgina of Gardinas has crossed the door to the world of spirits at 51 years of age. He flagellated himself to death. How lewd. No. A conscientious man, he was renowned for his excellent skills as a steward and ruler. So, that is tragic on two fronts. Tragic because, first of all, we just died, which is never good. And then secondly, the war instantly ended, even though we were at like 99% war score, about to win. The war ended because the war was for his claim. So it's technically no longer valid. So that's it. We are now leaving Gardinas in the capable hands of the lustful, compassionate, and forgiving 14-year-old chieftain Splat of Gardinas. He's inherited a sizable army, at least. I wonder if he'll do anything good with it. He's also, I noticed, he has inherited the claim to the High Chiefdom, which is good. So even though it was invalidated because his claim is no longer valid because he's dead, Splat does have one of his own. We're off to another dimension. Not quite. Same dimension, different place. He's a legend. We'll have to see. We'll have to like keep checking on him. Hopefully we don't just forget about him. Though with you watching, I don't think you'd let me forget about him. Right. We're not gonna like pussyfoot about this at all. We are going to just go for the first random character we get. Oh, we got one in the mod. We got a modded one. Look at this, like the tiniest guy ever. The very like fringes of Indochina on the border with the Chinese Empire. We've got do I even try pronounce it? Vietnamese here. Apparently he's got a fat gal. Uh, no, that is the religion. It is a Buddhist faith. He is of Muong culture, which is Vietnamese. Yeah, Vietnamese language. So let's see how this goes. Oh, look at his hat. He's got a funny hat. He is 46-year-old, so we probably won't be playing as him for long either. For God's sake, that's gonna load like milk. What do you mean? It's loaded fine. Like, since we're in the same game, the entire map was already loaded. We're just at a different part of it. Look, we even still have our notifications from the previous character. Corgelia does not endorse me. We don't even know who this woman or man is. Maida and Da back. Oh, I like that background. That's some cool art. That does look really good. So loading so good. Yeah, wow. Wait, is the game lagging for you? You can still just see the big world screen. Oh boy. Refresh twice. Yeah, I just checked my stream and it is buffering as well. Let me have a look. Hang on, is it okay now? I am having lag issues again, aren't I? Yeah, this part of the map doesn't look great on Twitch for some reason. It is not happy about it. However, I just refreshed Splat and I can see it now. So maybe try refresh again. Might have to just play the King of England like I want. Haha. Try refresh again, Splat, because it's working for me now. I can now. Okay, good. No, don't worry about it, because I had the issue as well. It's good job you told me, because I would have just kept on going unaware. So it's fine that I give you a chance to catch up here. Interesting count is here, very densely populated. You can see like every holding slot is already filled, which is pretty insane. I wonder if there's any metropolises over here. There's a metropolis map looked, right? Was it on the trade route one? Special building. Metropolis is a yellow and orange. There's a metropolis here. Dai La. Okay. So I don't know what we're going to accomplish here, because this is, like, unbelievably difficult to start. One border with the Chinese Empire, of all places. Going to be pretty difficult to even consider doing anything east, north, and south of us. And then everything west is also bigger than us, because we've got, like, these guys. Oh, look, religion is all over the place as well. Wait, why is there so many holy sites for this? Oh, there should only ever be, like, 5 holy sites max for a religion. This is a bit weird. There's, like, all these holy sites in India, and then there's also holy sites over here. Oh, yeah, look, there's a bunch of holy sites here for Buddhism. Like, I guess just the different types of Buddhism. Oh my god, loads of holy sites for this. Interesting. Well, I guess there's no specific reason why the limit should be at 5. It's just in vanilla CK3, the most you ever see is 5 holy sites. So, whatever. What lifestyle are we choosing for Ba Tuok Din Ho of Dabak? He is superstitious. He's not bad at intrigue. We could try and, like, spy our way to success. Try and, like, kidnap people. I think that is the way to go here, because, you know, we're pretty isolated. Isolated is not really the word I meant, but we're a bit stuck here. Can you rename your heir Paddy as a serious personal favour? I cannot, because my player heir To Van is 29 years old, so I can't rename her. Interestingly, it is also a woman. Apparently there is equal succession here. Equal primogeniture in 878. Wow. How progressive. Get them killed then. Get her killed. You're alright there, Splat? Trying to type get her killed then. I'm afraid that's decent. Yeah, equal primogeniture is really good. I guess male preference primogeniture is probably the best one, just because then there's less heirs to worry about. However, equal is just as fine, really. Apparently we have enough money already to build some... Wait, what government are we? Mandala. An entire new government type. Allows raiding. A mandala is a relatively decentralized government form where at minimum centralization vassals grant their liege taxes but no levies. However, allied vassals may be called to war, and a mandala liege may form one alliance with a vassal without marriage. Upon succession, disgruntled vassals may declare independence. Well, would you look at that? New governments. There's even a nomadic government type. Ah, I wonder if that plays out like the CK2 nomads then. You're all good? Okay. Good. Oh, wow, I just noticed as well, the Magyars actually did the thing they're historically meant to do. They've conquered Hungary. They're still nomadic, though, which is a little odd. They should have settled and become feudal. Or at least tribal. Yeah, I like that this mod adds nomadic governments. I would be interested to try play as them and see if it plays like CK2's nomads, because they can be fun. We've also got Mandala. We've got bureaucratic. We've got stateless. These guys are just like anarchy or something, I suppose. A stateless society lacks the formal hierarchies of other forms of governance. Each ruler is a representative of their lands whose actions are held to account by the people. Succession within a commune is elective, with each representative having a say. If a single family can maintain power for long enough, they may be able to reform to tribal. Interesting. That is interesting. And yeah, we've got loads of funky religions going on around here. Huh. So, Mandala, I mean, it operates like feudalism, but with a couple of tribal aspects, from what I gather. Apparently we have a minority culture? Oh, wait, there is actually a thing here. So, minority culture of kin. Which is, like, here, Northern Vietnamese, whereas the main culture is Muong. Okay, I wonder how that actually plays into effect then. What difference that even makes. Should we build something? Forestry is always a nice solid building to make because it gives you money and building construction time is quicker, so I'm gonna do that. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I mean, we didn't have to go for intrigue. We could have just gone hard on martial and then probably quite easily made up our army size to be a match for... What are these guys? Muang Tang? Man, this is just so alien to me. It's really cool, but it's definitely going to take a moment to like understand and learn and get used to it. God, look at all the new stuff as well. We got visit the University of Nalanda, Buddhist retreat, meditate in seclusion, convert holdings, expel religious and cultural minorities, celebrate Tet Nguyen Dan, celebrate the sack. Oh, there's so much stuff. Do I visit Nalanda? In Bihar? Isn't that in India? It's very far away. Meditate? I'm going to meditate. In the comfort of my own castle. Yes. I mean, we are good at intrigue, so it'd be a shame not to make use of it. It's just, like I said before, I don't normally play intrigue characters, so I don't I'm not, like, the best at doing it. We could try and abduct this guy, but I don't know why. Wait, what? Apparently I'm cheating on my wife. Yeah, look at that. I've got a lover who is also my steward. She isn't married. She is a known fornicator. By any chance, is this bastard child of hers also mine? And it's just a secret. Possibly. Yeah, she is my daughter. Of course she is. Fun times. Well, we can raid, apparently, but... Can we really? Who are we gonna raid? The Chinese Empire? With their 14,000 men? Oh, you know what we should do? We should have a look at the Royal Court. It's probably gonna be laggy for you, because for some reason the Royal Court screen is always laggy on Twitch when I've shown it. Oh, look at that. They've got some, like, fancy lanterns and banners and stuff. Gotta be said, it is actually even a little bit laggy for me as well. Which is a little bit odd, because it's not the I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's not the most intense looking place. There was a lot of people there, I suppose. Cambodja. We got, like, Cambodian Empire here. Oh, wait, yeah, Cambodja. Cambodia. Basically, sort of. An anglicised version. I wonder if that's where it comes from. And then, oh, we got Cambodia. Where does Oh, wait, is this an empire? Oh, yeah, look, it's a titular empire. So it's an empire, but it doesn't actually have de jure land belonging to it. So this is, like, spawned at the game start, I guess. That's a very small Burmese empire. Is that the vanilla one? Because it's a little bit pathetic, honestly. I suppose it's okay sized, but I feel like it should include the rest of Burma, so like this. We've lost stress from meditating, that's fine. We didn't gain anything else, though. You know what, I think as soon as we're able, we will switch to martial, because if I do that and I focus on it, I can get a big enough army where I can conquer stuff. We don't have any claims. I could swear fealty on to this guy, and then we could try and do an internal war against this guy instead, but he actually has more men, so maybe not. I actually don't know what to do right now. Any ideas? I could try and abduct the Chinese emperor. It's a 50